Give that man a bells. Thank you, El, for those kind words. So good morning, all of you. My name is Vusi Thembekwayo, as the British call me Vusi Thembekwayo. I don't have much time, so I'm going to get right to the business of our business here today. I have the privilege today of being a speaker. You heard in the introduction, I also have been in business for some time. As we speak, I'm the youngest director of a listed company in South Africa. I sit on 4 boards. 2 of them are listed organizations. So when I talk about business, it's not something I read in an MBA book or something that sounded really clever and I heard at a conference. It's because as we speak, I myself, in organizations and in businesses, I'm trying to navigate the challenges you and I are facing in business today. It hit me some time ago that you and I live in a world that's so complex that I call it living in a world of the edge of chaos. The challenge you and I face today is how do we lead in this world that's ever-changing, that's complex, that's moving every single day. The extent to which things are set in means they move again, they change. You think about doing business today and how business has changed. 10 years ago, the most profitable store, Whitey Besson tells me, the most profitable store in the ShopRite group 10 years ago was their Sandton store. Today, their 4 most profitable stores are all based in the township. Their Deep Throat store does 4 times the turnover of Sandton. If you're living in the business today where you're doing things the way you did them 5 years ago, I have news for you. You have no business. You just haven't caught on to it yet. There are 4 realities around how do we do business at the edge of chaos. These 4 realities around how do we do business at the edge of chaos. I call them the 4 laws of leadership. The 4 laws, and please excuse this, for some strange reason it's formatted really, really badly, but I think you can still make out the spelling. What's the first law of doing business at the edge of chaos? And this is the chief challenge to all of us in leadership. Find the truth. Not your version of the truth, Mensa. The truth. But this requires true leadership, because you know what happens in large organizations? These massive pyramid structures, 1 person at the top, a whole lot of people at the bottom, and people above them in layers to manage them. Customer walks into a branch, gives you a complaint. That complaint is like oros, it's concentrate. But what happens when that complaint makes its way up the rungs of the organization to the people at the top of that business? It gets filtered down. Raymond Ackerman told me, word to word, I said as far from him as about this distance, and he said to me, Vusi, the reason Pick n Pay was the best organization when I ran it is I spent 20% of my time, a day a week, even when we were listed in my stores, walking up and down the aisles, talking to customers, finding the truth. The only way you can navigate these times is to find the truth. Second, the aim must always to be the best, not the biggest. It pains me as a man of color to say this, ladies and gentlemen, but maybe size is not everything, comrades. Just maybe. I have seen so many organizations make the cardinal mistake of chasing size. You think about it in the cell phone telephony business. What happened when Nokia came out with innovations? They had a simple QWERTY keyboard and a simple screen. What did we do? We voted for them with their money. They were the best. And because we voted for them with their money, they became the biggest. They forgot that. They created a space for innovators who came from Canada. We called them Research in Motion with a BlackBerry device. They were the best, and because they were the best, we voted for them, so they became the biggest. They forgot, too, what their business was. They created a space for Apple. 2 months ago, I traveled to South Korea to meet what I call the world's most innovative company today, Samsung. They have some cool things they're doing in Samsung that are so cool. We went to their production facility in the southern part of South Korea. They have a fridge that depending on whether or not your house has a Wi-Fi connection and you drive a BMW, your fridge will switch on your car. I'm not kidding. Why? Because they understand the rate at which customers are changing infers they have to change even faster. The aim must always to be the best, not the biggest. Always. Third, vision excites people, not numbers. No one wakes up in the morning going, I really want to help the MD make another 3% growth in EBITDA. Nobody. If you tell your people you want to make more money, all they're hearing is, I want to make more money for me, the boss, the shareholders. That's the truth. No one gets excited by numbers, and I should know. I'm a chain investment banker. I worked as a chartered financial analyst. I structured many a deal in the mergers and acquisition space. I understand the importance of a balance sheet, but I'm telling you, you want to excite your people? It never happens with the numbers. Spoke at a conference last night. The CEO got up, and his first 10 slides were all presentations on numbers. How excited do you think his people were? Vision excites people, not numbers. And finally, and this is the hard one, this is the one many businesses get wrong. Lead by the business case, not the business person, Not the title, not who has what job, not who has been in what organization for how long, the level of qualification they have, their job, whether or not they have a corner office with air conditioning. Lead by their business case. This one was told to me by my own personal mentor, Adrian Gore. He says, Vusi, the reason discovery is because we lead by the business case. You want to know what that means? That means we listen to our people regardless of which part of the organization they're in. Discovery in Shore was not an innovation of the fancy people sitting in the actuarial department. It was an innovation of a call center agent. They have a new innovation coming out, by the way, in Discovery and Shore. Because a call center agent said to them, guys, most of the claims we're getting are all from people who have clashes and collisions when they're driving. And it's because they're on their phones. So this call center agent said, can't we come up with an innovation that allows us to cut signal? And they have. A call center agent has through an idea, they're coming up with an innovation that you plug into the roof of your car and it cuts off signal the minute your car moves. Leading by the business case. This is how we navigate the times of the edge of chaos. I've had the privilege of working with some of you here today, and I look forward to more of your rands in my bank account. Thank you.